thing. And in the last 10 years, guys, those numbers have increased by about 30%. So we're definitely on the upward swing of things again, and hopefully someday we may be able to regain that nickname, the Gold Coast. Wouldn't that be neat to see?
Yeah.
All these golden waves coming ashore, that'd be really, really cool. Now guys, this coral itself can be identified as we take a look out those windows. The little finger-like projections that poke up toward the sunlight have a small white tip to the very end of it. You guys see that out there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all known as finger coral, just kind of like little fingers. And the other type of coral that is competing for space in majority right now, folks, looks like little mountain ranges out there. That is known as lobe coral. Now the lobe coral, if you were to introduce artificial light to that or take it near the surface, it would appear a lime green in color. Very, very pretty. The finger coral would appear a crimson red, gorgeous crimson red in color.
Who is this guy down here, the lobster?
Well, that is a trumpet fish.
A trumpet fish, okay.
Now folks, this coral reef has been around here for close to 18,000 years. Can you believe that? It does seem like an awful long time, but in geological terms, it is still in its infancy state. Especially consider the Great Barrier Reef in Australia has been estimated at an age of over 5 million years old. Now get this, here's a pretty staggering number to throw out to you guys. About 97% of the world is covered by seawater. 1% out of that is coral reefs. Now, out of that 1%, folks, 65% of the oxygen that you'll breathe on a daily basis comes from these coral reefs. They are extremely beneficial. That is more oxygen being produced off of coral reefs than every single rainforest in the world combined. That is a huge number. So we'd like to ask you guys, if you are diving or snorkeling in these waters, to be extremely gentle with these corals. It's very easy to break off decades worth of growth there. Plus, I may just not have a job. So yeah, guys, just be careful with that stuff out there.
Look at all the blackfish. Oh, Mom, this is huge.
This entire coral reef, folks, is built on top of the ancient lava flow that originated from Mount Hualalai. Mount Hualalai is the dormant volcano that sits right behind us here in Kona and builds up the entire Kona coastline. It's the third largest volcano here on the Big Island at 8,271 feet. Now the last eruption of Mount Hualalai was 1801, and that is where when you guys flew into Kona International Airport, that huge lava flow out there is the 1801 lava flow. They say Mount Hualalai is on a 200-year eruption cycle. Yeah, kind of do the math on that one, folks, so we're a little overdue.
Eek. That's kind of scary to think about.
Waits another couple of weeks.
The heck? Folks, it is gorgeous out today. I just can't get over how nice it is. I wasn't down for the first dive, so yeah, I'm really, really excited to come down here with you folks today.
Wow.
Now, let's see if we can spot another fish out there. It's called the long-nosed butterfly fish. If you picked up your sushi menu and flipped it over to the same side that has the moray eels at the very bottom of the page, the long-nosed butterfly fish is located at the top of the card right next to the word Hawaii. Another yellow fish, white tail, long white nose, wearing a black mask. Now,
we've actually been seeing quite a few of these.
Bonders as well, and they're kind of known as the
These
Romeo
ones
and
and
Juliet
these
of the
ones.
sea because of that reason.
We've been seeing quite a few of.
They do have the honor of holding the longest Hawaiian name for any fish here on the islands, guys. Any idea what that might be?
No clue.
Oh, that's one that we always get, the huma huma nuka nuka apuaha. Nope, that's wrong. That is the Picasso triggerfish. That is our Hawaiian state fish. And the long-nosed butterfly fish has even a longer name than that. It's known as the Lau Willy Willy Nuka Nuka Oi Oi. Yeah, that translates to the fish that looks like the leaf of the Willy Willy tree with a really long nose.
I'm not even going to try to pronounce those names.
Now, folks, we are coming across something really, really nice here. Now, off to the port side first. Now, everyone on the starboard side, you will get equal viewing time. Preston will turn this up around and give
The heck was
everyone a
that?
good view of this
That looked almost like a dead eel or
predator
something.
sleeping on the bottom of the ocean floor here, guys.
Wow.
It is a shipwreck known as the Predator. Now, we just passed a little bit of dunnage sitting there on the bottom of the ocean floor, which just happens to be the old wheelhouse that sat on the stern of this boat right here, guys. Really nice, beautiful close-up view of everything happening out there on the Predator today, guys.
Weird stuff growing on that.
Now, folks, this boat is 75 feet long. That is 10 feet longer than this submarine. It's a pretty good-sized vessel. It's an old Higgins-style World War II assault beechcraft, very similar in the opening scenes of Saving Private Ryan, as the Allied forces were storming the beaches of Normandy.
Is it just me or is there stuff growing on that?
There is.
Okay.
We do see a little bit of coral growth that's happening on the gunnels of the boat here, folks. And it, as I did mention, it takes a very, very, very long time for coral to grow.
I'll
So
film
it's
it
going to
when
take
it
several
swings back
decades
around.
before this is completely covered. But nevertheless, take a look at that group of veccae, or the goatfish that are in the hull of the boat there. Those are pretty good sized veccae. We do see some Laui Palo or yellow tang just kind of hanging out on the gunnels of the boat, cleaning up the little algae growth there. Makes an absolute beautiful coral reef, folks. Now, this sank under natural causes about, 14 years ago. It was March of '96. Very strong tropical storm came through. The captain thought the boat was going to be okay on its mooring, and he left it out here. Well, the waves kept crashing in over the gunnels of the boat and filled it up like a big bathtub. The bilge pump, the batteries for the bilge pump system ran out, and it sank quite quickly right here on its mooring. Wow, look at that. That's kind of cool how they've got the little, it looks like a set of stairs coming up right here off to the port side. These are all moo fish, M-U, or the Grand Eye Emperor fish. Now that is a tasty fish indeed, folks, right there. Their diet consists of lobster, crab, and shrimp. Wow, that's tough, isn't it? They have teeth that are fused together, sorry about that, they have teeth that do look like human molars, kind of like a bad set of dentures if you open their mouth. And they will use those teeth to grind down through the exoskeleton of those animals.
Yeah, I'm getting
All right,
impatient
guys,
to
it
see
does
this.
look like our pilot is swinging around. Gonna put the ship right there on the starboard side. Everybody get a good view of that.
the captain?
I'm
Folks,
trying.
we actually call Preston a pilot while he's down here, and not a captain, for a very good reason. He's flying this submarine in a three-dimensional space. He can make it go up, down, left, and right, side to side. He can spin it around in a circle. Preston's so talented he can even barrel roll the submarine.
There's the
Watch
ship.
this.
See it in right down there.
All right, guys, coming up on the starboard side, across the
Wow.
bow section of the Predator first, making our way past the side of the boat here. Once again, very nice group of veccae right there in the hold of the boat.
What the? Some round thing attached to the boom there.
Interesting.
Yeah. Go get him. Come here.
Oh.
Look at those little goldfish.
Get back in the
Oh.
hole.
There's an air tank. At least I think that's an air tank.
The kid's seen that. They
Oh,
said
Mom,
it's
look at the
awesome.
fish that looks like my gun. The pinto.
What the? Is that a rope?
Looks like it.
It has been for a while.
You'd think it would have rotted.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's one just waving in the water.
What's that? My kids.
Look at that fish. That look like
Yes.
Look at that guy.
Beautiful, guys. Absolutely gorgeous. What do you think? Everybody having fun?
Yeah.
All right. All right, guys. Well, you know what? We're heading into a spot here that is really popular for
Whoa.
seeing the bullethead parrotfish. Now,
Where?
it's located right underneath the word Hawaii on your fish ID card, sir.
You're getting a beautiful kid.
It's a very, very pretty aquamarine colored blue, or turquoise blue, with yellow on the side of its body. Now they have teeth that are fused together like a beak of a parrot. And what they'll do is actually chomp away at this coral reef. They'll take a bite of this coral, they'll crush it down with special plates they have in the back of their throat, ingest the algae and coral polyps. Out the tail end of that fish starts a 4-letter word beginning with S. Sand. There we go. That's right, guys. Sand. A whole ton of sand. Literally. They produce about a pound of sand a day. That's a ton of sand in their lifetime.
Wow.
They are responsible for 80% of the white sandy beaches around the Hawaiian Islands that you guys
I wish
will
I
be
could see
enjoying.
it.
Isn't that an amazing number right there? They are known as the uhu paluka, which translates to the fish with the loose bowels. So yeah, very, very well named, guys. Next time you are enjoying the beaches, folks, consider the
I mean, I
source.
can't really
you
see
know?
the-
Yeah, that's uhu pupu.
Ew. I'm gonna forget I heard that. Or else I'll never be able to enjoy a beach again.
All right, guys, we're sitting at about 75 feet right now. Who wants to go deeper?
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to head offshore, see what else we can find out here. Now, folks, as I did mention earlier, our fringing coral reef will go down to a depth of about pop quiz. Anybody remember?
85 feet.
85 feet, perfect. Hey, somebody's listening. That's perfect. All right, guys. Yeah. So if you monitor our depth gauges, take a look at the
I think you might have
topography
missed
out
it.
there. See how the coral reef is starting to thin out a little bit. We're seeing a lot more of the exposed lava flow out there that originated from Mount Hualalai.
I think I should just turn this off and.
Do we have any questions so far, guys? We love questions.
There's another one.
We know everything. We'll never let the chief get away with a good story, though.
I think I see it.
I saw it.
Look for the CNN. We just look for something that looks like
the
big ball
shipwreck?
spikes.
Oh, the lava. Yes. What happened was at the turn of the last ice age, when the water levels rose 500 feet, this all became submerged. This was all land. So about 18,000 years ago, this all became submerged, and that's when this coral reef started its growth.
So is this the lava flow that we're seeing right now?
Yes, ma'am. A
The-
lot of the underlying.
The big
that we're
white
seeing.
flat stuff.
No, that's sand. It's the rocks and boulders that's the lava.
Ah. Well, I think I'm just gonna turn this
Now,
off.
folks, one of yes, go
Do you
ahead.
have any chance that like
I
seeing
think I'm just gonna turn this off.
Ooh, the dreaded shark question. Well, guys, you know what? There is a fish out there known as the omilu, or the bluefin trevally, for the boat here. Very, very, very nice.
Oh, look, there's a bunch. They're all going back.
Wow.
There's a
Whoa.
few cool wallow out there, or the eye-striped surgeonfish, folks, they look like a big dinner platter with a half-moon-shaped tail. Now, near the base of their tail, there is an opening where a bone fissure that is sharper than a surgeon's scalpel. You know, in that movie Finding Nemo, that was the character Dory.